Hello, my name is Ian Currey and this is another episode of Thinking Out Loud. My desk is an amazing place. You never know what you're going to find on it, or in my case, what you're not going to find on it. What a jumble of fun things, and they're all there for a reason. When Hillary asked me, what should I do with this? I should probably stop saying, oh, just leave it on my desk. Today I found a tin full of Lego. Come on, let me tell you what I think. Hello, thanks for coming back and visiting again. And if this is your first time and you're dropping by for a quick visit to see what this is like, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, and hit that like button. Doing that helps get the videos noticed, and then more people can enjoy them. Now, where was I? Oh yes, finding things on my desk. Lego today, wasn't it? Lego's amazing stuff, isn't it? But have you ever noticed how the red and blue bricks just don't fit together? No matter how hard you try, no matter which way round you hold them, they just don't work well together. Now you'd think a company as big as Lego and as well known as them would have solved that problem. After all, they make all the bricks themselves, so how can they get that wrong? I used to think it was the blue bricks that must be faulty because the red ones and the green ones play nicely together. But then, well, so do the blue and green bricks. It's strange, isn't it? Perhaps it's something to do with the colours, blue and red, in combination. Perhaps that's what's not working. But this toy train has blue and red wheels. Perhaps it's going to be a problem as well. Well, as you can see, my desk isn't just a jumble, not a jumbled mess anyway. It's sometimes rather a silly place too. Some of you have asked if the clips at the start of the video are silly as well, or are they random, or have they a deep hidden meaning? Well, I'm not clever enough to think up a deep hidden meaning every week, but the clips are there just for a little bit of fun and usually relate to the theme, or a theme we've talked about in the past or will do in the future. I see such strange things as I travel around for work, flying all over the place, and I just have to show some of those things to you. This dog caught my eye this week while I was eating dinner, and I really have to show it to you. Strangely, I think this dog might help illustrate our theme today. It's amazing how some people can train animals, isn't it? We enjoy the antics of our own dog, but he's like his owner, a bit of a fun mess most of the time. Did you know the Bible talks about training animals? James has something to say about that. Let me show you. People can tame all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and fish. But no one can tame the tongue. It is restless and evil, full of deadly poison. Sometimes it praises our Lord and Father, and sometimes it curses those who have been made in the image of God. James makes an interesting comparison here, doesn't he? It takes a lot of effort to train an animal. Sparky has a number of tricks he will perform if asked nicely. Well, and he's in the mood. But do you see how James says how hard it can be to tame the tongue? How often do I hear people saying really harsh things or calling one of my crew horrible names, despite having been treated with dignity and respect? I often find myself asking, what's wrong with people these days? Perhaps they're like those red and blue Lego bricks. Perhaps that's what it is. But you know, just like the different Lego bricks, we were all made by the same manufacturer, all created in the image of God. Getting along and working together takes a little bit of effort for sure, but you would think that it has to be possible, right? I've mentioned before that my mum used to tell us when we were small that we needed to listen. I would sometimes say, "But Mum, I am listening." And of course the response I would get was, "You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You need to listen twice as much as you speak, young man." Mums are amazing, aren't they? These days I think I would go further and say, not only do we need to listen more than we speak, but we need to listen to hear and not listen just to be able to form an answer. All too often we've already made up our minds what the answer to the next question or the next statement should be, and all we're doing is forming our response while the other person is speaking. We aren't actually listening at all, are we? And certainly not to the other person's opinion. That is no way to develop unity and harmony now, is it? Live in harmony with each other. Don't be too proud to enjoy the company of ordinary people. And don't think you know it all. Live in harmony with each other. It's an instruction there, isn't it? It doesn't say if you feel like it or if you think it might benefit you. Paul just says, live in harmony with each other. As followers of Jesus, Paul also has to remind us who we claim to be representing. Above all, you must live as citizens of heaven, conducting yourselves in a manner worthy of the good news about Christ. I suppose, put another way, when we feel like running our mouth, we must remember who it is we're representing when we do. Putting some of these relatively simple things into practice can be easier said than done. But enjoying the company of ordinary people, that's an easy one. It's so much fun. I wonder why Paul has to state it. And as for knowing it all, well, we all know that the older we get, the less that's true anyway, don't we? But then, perhaps blue and red things just can't get along. This toy train works just fine, despite having red and blue wheels. But perhaps that's because they're balanced out by yellow and green ones on the other side. Until next week, goodbye.